I'm scared for I'm scared for East 10 Nordics. I think it's going to be a flop, like a bad flop. It might make money in the long run, but at its launch, it's going to be a disaster. Like I've seen no one talk about this game. Like I've been looking up reviews, and there's like barely anyone besides the normal JRPG people. Like yeah, those who like cover JRPGs for a living are reviewing the game, but like those who like the big channels that do a lot of different stuff, they're not covering this game. And like out of like all the major gaming news sites, only Gaming Vote, like I'm just being YouTubers, like Gaming Vote is the only major news site that's actually reviewed the game. Like I've not even seen the IGN review. Like yeah, you can't trust those damn things. But if you don't get an IGN review, that means you're not a major game on the radar. And like, if you seriously just look up East 10 review and look like how few people are even talking about it. Besides like at the occasional small YouTube channel, like no one major. Like the largest channel I think that's talking about it for like YouTube, like trusted gaming YouTubers, is like Happy Console Gamer. That's like the largest guy. Besides that, no one else is really talking about it besides the expected people. And I honestly understand why. There's no fucking marketing for the game. Like, as someone who's a major Nihon Falcom fan, I've barely seen anything. Like with Trails to Daybreak, I saw quite a few different people talking about that game. There was reviewers, even major gaming channels that don't talk about RPGs that often, or like smaller ones like Falcon. Even they were talking about. Sure, it was like for a short section, but it was still at least mentioned off the side. That didn't even happen. Like I was patiently waiting for Skill Up's video today, and I watched the video, and he didn't talk about the game once when he was announcing upcoming games. And that's why it made me realize, holy shit, not only did they have no marketing, they released it on one of the worst days ever. Like, East 10 Nordic releases on October 25th. Guess what other games come out that day? Sonic X Shadow Generations and fucking Call of Duty. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure, let's release our small game on literally the same day as some of the two biggest fucking franchises ever. And it's only gonna get worse. Like, let's see, Red Dead Redemption Remaster is releasing on Windows on the 29th. Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster, a lot of stupid remasters. Dragon Age. I mean, people are going to hate Dragon Age most likely, but that's releasing on the 31st. So there's a lot of other games coming out like soon. And what other games came out beforehand? I've been seeing ads for the Batman game, but I'm not sure that's come out already. I'm looking on Wikipedia right now for the release dates. I think the Batman game probably comes out next month, but that's like taking up a lot of ad space right now, at least on my end. And like, I didn't expect like massive amount of ads, but I expected at least one or two. Like, hell, when the Trails mobile game came out, for like a solid week, I was constantly getting ads for that game. It really frustrates me. This is probably jealousy speaking, but like I want more people to know about Falcon, and the fact that like, and I thought things were getting better. Again, as I stated earlier, people were talking about Trails of Daybreak, and when the Trails of Sky remake was announced, it was shadow dropped on the English Nintendo Direct. Falcon had no idea that was going to happen. Like, there was a bigger trailer on the Japanese version of the Direct, which has happened before, so Falcon probably knew that was going to happen. They had no idea that was going to be shadow drop on the English version of the Direct. So, like, the trailer series is getting much bigger. People are beginning to know about it, but yet, Falcon can't get people to know about the other titles. It's like, Trails is going to be ending soon. Falcon is about to lose a major pillar of their company, and they need to make new pillars. Ease is that pillar right now. That's been a classic they've been doing for years. It's been around since the 1980s. It's a consistently well-polished series. It's never going to die since there's like going to the timeline, it could be like 60 games. So they can keep doing this for a while. Because we're only on the 10th game. So yeah, they can keep doing this. It should be the next major pillar. But if no one's going to talk about Ease 10, that's not going to become a major pillar. Like, you had an advantage. Ys 8 came out in 2016 and was a massive hit. A lot of people were talking about the game. Even people who normally don't talk about anything from Falcon or JRPGs, even they were talking about Ys 8. It sold 500,000 copies worldwide. I'm pretty sure we haven't had concrete data on the other Ys games, but I'm pretty sure it's still the best-selling game in the franchise to this date. Ys 9 was a step backwards in many ways. It's still a great game, but it didn't take advantage too much of the hype. And what I've been seeing from Ys 10, for me personally, it seems to be a return to form for the series, a return to the hype that 8 gave the franchise. But because no one's talking about the game, it was released in a poor month, no marketing, no one knows it exists, a game that should be well establishing the pillar of the franchise is not there, and Falcon's going to miss the mark because they need something to really connect with the West once Trails is done. And Ys is that IP, and they had a chance of 10. And I'm not sure they're going to have a chance with 11. Hopefully they do. Hopefully Ys 11 has much better marketing because they missed the mark with 10. 10 is going to be a great game. It's going to be fans of the Falcon going to love it. But if Falcon is going to break into the West, which they need to do since sales are declining in Japan, they need to make sure Ys can succeed. And not just make money. I mean, get at least talked about. Like on the levels the Trails series is currently at right now. Trails is now a series people know about, but haven't got into. Ys should be like that, right? Should be like get to that by this point. A franchise people can talk about. Maybe don't have the time to get into it, but it's something on their radar. So when that big title comes back, people know to play the damn game. But yeah, that's just my rant. Hopefully, I hope Ys 10 does better in the long haul. It probably will, but I don't know. I'm disappointed with how it's being conveyed in the general gaming narrative right now. Well, that's gonna be it, folks. This was just another quick rant video, but I hope you enjoy. So I'll see you next time.